Meow. Hi from Dharma too. It's your happiness navigator, pollinator of positivity, shape-shifting woman wizard, flying in with a little late night card read. What does the Chrysalis Tarot have to say to the collective this night? Well, right away we have a two of spirals. Oh, Dharma's here. Oh, hi, Dharma. Say hello. Yes, of course. The Reiki Master Cat. I am also a Reiki Master trained wizard, and we love to call it cosmic rainbow energy. And remind everyone that we're all wizards and we get to be activated and transmute and evil. Right, Dharma? Okay, alright, great. So we're already getting into our card reading when this one popped out of the Chrysalis deck, and it is the Two of Spirals. And if I'm looking at that, I see there's one bird, one birdie, and two nests. And that's a really interesting story that's kind of telling me intuitively that we can't be in two nests at once now, can we? No. And so sometimes a bird wants to be with another bird in one nest, but sometimes we just got to take care of our own nests, and that is just perfect. So there's no emptiness, there's no loss. There's just the fact that there's another nest somewhere, and we can respect that and love that and take care of our own nest. But I also have an intuitive message that this is about preparing for the time when there is the right person to nest with. So this is that Two of Spirals, building and preparing and doing our own work so that when it's time to nest with another one, we will be ready. Let's see what our little tiny book from the Chrysalis Tarot has to say. Hi, everybody. Welcome into our little Tunes Talking Tarot. Well, not so much with the tunes, but maybe oftentimes intuitive messages come out. You know, this one here, there's a little intuitive messages, and it's that, like, 3 little birds sit by my doorstep and remind us that everything's going to be all right. Even if it's just one taking care of the nest right now, the second one is coming, and while we do the work, yeah, they're also doing the work. So don't fret. Don't feel alone. We're here together, and I'm here to send you some special energy. And I'm here with Dharma, the Reiki Master Cat. She's just perched right up here on me, aren't you, Dharma? Close-ups. We're not scared of close-ups. Oh, there's a leaf close-up, too. All right, so we're going to read about the Two of Spirals, and then we're going to pick 2 more cards. Let's see. This Chrysalis Tarot is the first tarot I got when I came back to doing tarot cards as a grown when I was about 12. Hello. Hi, Priyanka. I was really into it when I was about maybe 13, and then I was away from it for a long time, and I came back maybe getting on to be about 15 years ago now, and this was the first deck that I got. So this deck's been around with me. And the Two of Spirals talks about, let's read it. We'll talk about choice. This card is about making choices and planning ahead, just as this little bird was doing exactly what I'm saying. The Two of Spirals cautions that all information needed to make an informed decision may not yet be apparent. The bird feeds her instinctive creative energies while patiently discerning between her choices, depicted by contrasting patterns of spiraling energy. Our clever mother-to-be chose to build in a mulberry tree, a symbol of wisdom and patience. The Two of Spirals tells us to weigh pros and cons carefully in the matters before us. Then be patient and choose wisely. Yeah, sometimes there's like just a little extra message there that it might not be the first nest that we build or the most recent nest that we build that is the one that we're meant to perhaps perch in at the moment or long term. So keep willing to move with the Two of Spirals. Design your life by design. Like it said in the mulberry tree, place abundance in your life, in our lives. Anoint thyself with beautiful oils. Have lovely baths. Hello, Mario. How are you? Welcome to the Tree Hive in the sky tonight. We are doing a little tarot reading. Ooh, look at this one. We got the Sorceress, the High Priestess. This one's talking about anyone who's here is actually really stepping in to their connection to the divine, right? To their ability to work with the energies. So if we talk about the fact that I'm a Reiki master and I'm trained in the energies, Reiki means universal life force energy. We all have the ability to channel that, just like she is here with her hands. There's a portal. A portal right in our hands, right here. And it actually has the energy coming through it of all of our meridians. So it's like this is all of the energy that comes through our entire body can be flowed out through our hands. And that's why when we get an ouchie, we go, ow, and we put our hand on it. It's the first thing we do. We know that when we're taking care of the little ones and we give it a kiss, right? So this is just intuitive knowledge, and anytime that we lay our hands on ourselves, we're all doing Reiki already. And that's one of the reasons I love to buzz in and share some multi-passionate magic, is to remind us that we all have the High Priestess in us. She's working here obviously with nature, you know, to be able to be soothed by nature is a love like no other. There is a certain awe and reverence in being able to look at the little mushrooms and the birds and the bees and the, and the flowers in the trees, as they say, and those little blades of grass with dew on them in the morning, and be absolutely full of awe and reverence, and take that energy and then live our lives by design. Look at how the leaves have woven around her, reminding us that we're all part of that fabric of nature, and that nature is part of us. It's inextricable. And I've been mentioning about a quote that really touched me when I was young about once nature really touches your heart, you can never you can never not feel it again. And what a powerful thing that is to be able to share and to witness, and to also harness in the way of alchemy and being able to use natural medicines to be able to make tinctures, teas. I make my own pain rub, for example. I had an auntie who had kidney disease, and I was at the kidney specialist, and they told me never use Voltaren on her. And I was like, what do you mean? It's a rub. And they said, yeah, that could kill her. So that some of the things that we put on our bodies that are from these chemical formulations can actually hurt our kidneys so bad that if you had kidney disease, it could actually kill you just putting that on. And so why are we selling these things? Why are we using them when we can use nature and learn to be that alchemist, learn to be that high priestess? And all of us have masculine and feminine. So this is just talking about the feminine aspect working with the moon, it talks about, and here we are. It's a full blue moon, and it's quite a blue card here as well, actually. And if you're finding this at another time, it just means that this is a rare moment in time to step into your own power, your own divinity, your own abilities. And that is not like your own, because everything we have is we. Everything is universal energy, and you and me, and it's we. It's never really you and I separate. And so that's what it's talking about there, where it has the woven the leaves or the vines growing right in with this person, so in tune with nature, so connected. And so maybe it's a reminder just to get out and see a little bit of that moonshine if you can. Oh, that would be wonderful. I'd love that. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for coming in to the Tree Hive in the Sky and feeling all the good energy. My intention is always for peace, protection, and prosperity for thee and thine loved ones. Simple but powerful, grounded energy. And you never know where you're going to find me, because we love to do happiness navigation on location as well. And so many things I love to do. Art, love the tarot, love music, love playing music, love animals, love nature, love alchemy, love doing magic movement. Maybe we'll do a little trampoline jumping sometime soon. Let's see, let's get one more card for the collective on this little blue moon tarot, and that's the one right there. The Seven of Scrolls, very interesting. That's a very interesting card. Look at this, going through a new doorway. Just a couple days ago, actually, on one of our wizarding walks, which is another passion of mine, just to walk and talk and find intuitive messages that come in. We actually had a little spell, if you go back through the lives, because we're doing a 100 live stream challenge. So pretty much every day we've been doing live streams since March. And we're going to finish that up around June 21st. But we were there and live the other day, and we did this spell to take us into a new dimension, to close one door and to open another, to have a timeline collapse on one side and to walk into the new door with all the knowledge that we have from what was before. And really interestingly, there was actually a lion knocker on the door of the building that I stopped in front of, and we did that spell. So go back and check it out, because that's still going to be really powerful with that having been right in the full moon energies, because they would have been building towards its peak, which was at 4:44 Eastern Standard Time this morning. And within 3 days before and after spell work, with the moon, the feminine aspect, right? The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine, the shadow, so highly villainized. But what would we do without shadow? We couldn't grow seeds, we couldn't outline anything. There's so much need for both the shadow and the light, the sun and the moon. So this is a little spell again to be able to choose with all of this knowledge. See, this is also lavender, so that's reminding me to say that this is coming in with a calm that maybe many times before we've gone to choose our door with the knowledge that we have, and we've done it with less calm, because we're in a field of lavender, which means calm decision making is happening here as we're choosing to close one door and enter another. And like I say, go back and check out that magic timeline collapse video that we did the other day, where we stepped inside in front of a door like this, and we actually did a physical, real live time spell, and there was a lion knocker on the door. So magical. I just came back in from an event. I haven't taken my magic wristband off. Anyways, so shall we read what it says from the sorceress and what it says from our Seven of Scrolls? Now that we've heard the intuitive messages that I had there, let's do that. Okay, so sorceress first. Here in this blue moon magic, and I just saw the moon come up as one of the descriptions. Let's see, we got 11. This is also 11. This is also number 11. Oh, it's not. It's 2. Oops. Sorceress. There we go. The High Priestess. Mysticism. Magic. Sorceress Morgan Le Fay is pictured in vibrant hues of mysticism and magic. Her talisman represents the pomegranate, food of the otherworld, and a symbol of the triple goddess. We can feel the fruitful energy swirling in the background as it explodes in a crescendo of bursting light from Morgan's hand. Woven spirals symbolize the infinite transformative energy of the sorceress. And I'll just say it again: cosmic rainbow energy, activate, transmute, evolve. And the acronym is create. And it's just like that. It's transformative energy. We get activated by things, good, bad, beautiful, the ugly. And then we decide what we want to focus on, because it's not hocus pocus, it's focus. And then we transform energy into infinite spirals of potentiality. In our reading, Morgan Le Fay points to one of our more challenging encounters in attaining transformation. Morgan does her magic at the curtain that separates the seen and unseen worlds. The ravens, insatiably curious when magic is active, swoop in to flavor her cauldron with magical synchronicity, those coincidences that confirm you're on the right track. Yeah, so as I said, I thought this was 11, but actually it's 2, right? But 1111 you might be seeing, be seeing 22 or 222. These kind of synchronicities, especially when we're going through transformative, maybe difficult, bubbling, troubling times. It's important to look around for the things that are synchronicities. So I've been doing watercolors. We've been experimenting in lots of art with our multi-passionate magic making. And I went to this little yard sale the other day, and it was at the very end of it. And didn't I find a lady who had a bunch of watercolor books that she was willing to just give me? And she said that she belongs to the Women's Art Association, which has been here in Canada since 1857 or something like that. Incredible woman, incredible story. And I just felt so touched that the universe would gift me those books and gift me that elder to speak with. I just, honestly, it was so synchronistic. Hello, Mark. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the Tree Hive in the Sky. Doing a little magic here on the blue moon, talking about transformation and the fact that we all have this beautiful power in our hands. And you might see people doing this kind of thing more and more on social media and stuff. And that is what they love to call, or we love to call, Reiki, but also just simplify and call it cosmic rainbow energy, like bubbles and mist and dragonfly wings and you and I. Prismatic perfection, a combination of the full spectrum of light, in fact. Light embodied we are. So, we just read about the sorceress, and if you missed it and you just came in for that, then you can always come back and find it later, because those lives are up permanently, and we're doing a 100 live stream challenge. So I'd love to see you again sometime soon. Do subscribe and come back and find when Mojo's doing a little pop-up here and there. So this is our last card we're going to read about tonight. I'm in my very studious mode, but you'll see me in rock and roll mode soon enough. Because I do love to play music. I love to get out and do street festivals, and I'll just bring us all along for the joy of it, for joy rides. How about that? And good vibrations. Let's see what this one has to say from the book. The intuitive message already came out. Oh, it's great to have you here, Mark. Thanks for buzzing in to the Tree Hive in the Sky here in Toronto, Ontario. Overlooking, we're 17 floors up high, overlooking beautiful Lake Ontario and a sparkling cityscape. 7 of Scrolls. They're hiding the scrolls on me. Just joking. We are the librarians. We have the scrolls. We all have that power of knowledge of everything that ever has been and everything that ever will be. And interesting that I mentioned that we're all able to tune into that power in these intuitive messages as we talk about this particular card, which is talking about indecision. It's saying this young satyr is perplexed. He holds a single scroll symbolizing all the knowledge and rationale he can muster. He's inclined to choose the door on the left, as the door on the right appears risky. The Six of Scrolls counterintuitive reasoning is symbolized by a single scroll. Think about that for a second. Is it thinking too boxed in? Yes, that's what it's saying. It's saying he's trying to only take one scroll through, and it's sort of blocking up his knowledge. So there's a message of protection here that's saying, don't, hold on to what always has been before, and be scared to take risks, to make new decisions, and to, again, collapse that old timeline and walk through something ultimately absolutely brand new that's actually going to resonate far better with you. So the Seven of Scrolls, the last message here, the Seven of Scrolls asks us to take risks and allow our counterintuitive reasoning to hold sway. So in other words, counterintuitive meaning, if it feels scary, doing it anyways. Sometimes, right? And most of the time, what they say, the best of the things are at the edge of our comfort zone, right? Many courageous decisions are made just because they feel right. And sometimes we gotta be really wise wizards in choosing what feels right, because what is right can also feel extremely uncomfortable, loved ones. Honestly, it's very difficult to do things in a new way, right? It's very difficult to change the way we've always done. If we've always walked through this door, how hard is it to turn ourselves, just to pivot that and go through a different door and find an absolutely different experience? But the sorceress knows that this is a time for transformation, and our Two of Spirals is saying that we have everything it takes to build this, and just keep doing what you're doing and feeling into nature more, being entwined with nature, really doing some energy work. If you go back to the very beginnings of my shorts, you can find, and actually I think there's a playlist as well about just doing Reiki for yourself really simply, and maybe I'll revisit that series again soon and remind us all how easy it is. Just honestly, if your heart's hurting, I understand. I deeply, deeply understand. I'm like, I want to take this bracelet off now. I was just in an event. Let's do it together. Ready? Freedom. So that's that. That was that last hidden intuitive message in this is freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom time. It's time to walk through that new door. If you're seeing this and you made it all this far, maybe you really do want to go back and look at that live stream we did a few days ago that has the timeline collapse. And it was exactly a wooden door like this. There was a knocker that had the lion, and we just all went through, collapsed this old timeline and went into our ideal new dimension. So, sweet ones, that's it for tonight. So much love, so much energy, so much sparkle. Honestly, one of my favorite things to do. How'd you know? Look, even the green. Actually, I just came from a green market. Isn't that funny? True story. I used to go to this like underground market, and okay, sorry, I don't have a tripod tonight. I just jumped on because it was late night and I was like, I gotta get this live stream in for our live stream challenge. Anyways, I came from this green market. It used to be like awesome underground, all these craft growers and like drinks, edibles, flour, concentrates. It was amazing. I went there today, and since we are legalized and not decriminalized, the legal gangsters have control of all that now. So it wasn't the best, but it was all right. It was okay. I tried some stuff. Oh, I will. I got some lovely infused ones. I was just talking about how I make them. So I have this high, what's it called? High terpene full spectrum extract, HTFSE. Yeah, extra, because I'm a little extra. Anyways, so you can kind of coat the end of that with it, and then I capture all the crystals, because again with the alchemy, in a little jar, and then I shake it on that, and then I have these really sweet fuzzy doobies. So thanks to Bobby for bringing in the late night conversation, because I mean we're all adults here at this moment, and I was very subtle about it anyways, so I'm gonna go do that just about now. Don't forget to subscribe so you can come back and see me, okay? Because I do love sharing conversation and good vibes, and yeah. So just a little going over it. We're building. You got everything you need to build. Don't feel alone. It's all coming, and Spirit has got your back, front, up, down, and all that lovely stuff. You are a powerful sorcerer. Here on this blue moon, we're all creating magic to step out of the old ways that aren't serving us anymore. Take all that knowledge with us, simplified, and take a new trip. All right? Yeah, I'll enjoy it. You enjoy the rest of the evening wherever you are, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye, lovelies.